己の不甲斐なさに腹が立つなどということは今までも
Nanami. Oh.
ただひたすらにこの現実を突きつけ
Yeah. Finding his dead friends.
なめやがって
Dull knife. They're referring to Nanami's knife. Or like his blade. Also, be sure to check out the Patreon page where you can get next week's episode right now, some exclusive Studio Ghibli reactions, and some full-length reactions too. Dun, 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 dun. I love that part of the song, that little bridge. Oh, who is that standing up from the flames? It looked really cool. Can't make out who it is though. Yeah, that's why she has to pair it with the weapons. It's more of a reconnaissance tool than it is a weapon. Don't interrupt, yeah. Are there other ways she could use her crows? Like, use them to pick herself up, giving her flight? How valuable they are to you. That's how she measures the value of a life. Yeah. What could he give her then? Oh, another one of them gone. Okay. Oh, yeah. Lifted one of the veils. I did think that was maybe Nanami coming across Ino earlier on for a split second. Yeah, they just kind of left him on his own. Oh. Something's gone wrong. Has Toji taken over the body's information, including the brain? So he's just fully back. He's alive. Yeah, he's got a special body. Okay, that's another wild card in here then. So you can bring people back from the dead using seances then. You need to keep a hold of their corpse though, don't you? That's what they said about that before. Yeah, he's just chilling. Yeah, still alive though. I do wonder, will they kill anyone off? Would they kill anyone off younger? You know, that's a question that gets asked a lot in things like MHA. Would they actually kill off one of the kids? I feel like this show is a bit darker. It would. I don't think younger characters are out of bounds. Oh, yeah, she really went for it. Yeah, everything's just transactional for her. This guy. Do you like Nita-chan's hair? Yeah, use the nails as projectiles. Really casual, isn't he? Yeah, and the sword can walk on its own. I was thinking be careful of that when it fell on the floor, coming up behind her. Oh, it's following Nita. Yeah. Oh, just Achilles tendons right like that, so she can't move. Oh, while upside down, that's pretty cool. Oh, nice. Huh. Didn't even try and dodge, just like accepted it. I think it just all passed by though. Oh. Just a punch though, didn't use the blade bit. Focus on a skull and a brain though. What's that? Just like knocked her out. The movement in the brain. Huh. Don't even understand your own technique. Okay. Like the music. Okay, buy some time. Specifically, what are you after? Just fun, yeah. I thought that would be it. Yeah, there's no way he wouldn't notice. Oh, yeah. Is that Nanami on the way, though? Yeah, she's just in no condition to fight yet, is she? Just toying with her, intentionally not using the sword. Nanami. Oh, she blocked it as well, though. Yeah, don't get too distracted. Already admitting to it, yeah. Looking pissed. Is it overtime? Yeah, she's gone. With her legs like that as well. Yeah. Did he even make a mark? Yeah, it's like kicking a brick wall. There we go. A quick flash of his ratio as well. Or even his technique. Oh, by the ponytail, yeah. Again, just the shockwaves of it, affecting the lighting. He's already admitted to it, yeah. Right in the face, yeah. Oh, I was thinking maybe it would be a black flash as well. So much, just a punch, you know. And she's wondering as well. I don't know how to refer to him because it's not actually Geto, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah, not the actual one. I mean, not the actual body, a fake one somewhere. Disease curse, smallpox deity. Yeah, if it's a fake, then can they still use the power? Okay. Domain. Can she? Does she have her own to counter it? I don't think she would have. Oh, and he's in there too. So she's a bit excited, maybe?
伊地知さんは無事なんすね。
できる限りのことはしましたし。
Okay, so he wasn't fully dead.
私は全員さんたちと地下5階に向かいます。
私も。
ダメです。
Because of her head injury?
彼の戦いは私で最低レベルです。
Oh, yeah. Anyone weaker than Nanami, don't go. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, if she's got a concussion, Nobara's not going to be fully with it. Okay. Chozo. No Juji, yeah. Because of the brothers. Be after Nobara as well. End it there, okay. Yeah, it'd probably be Yuji and Nobara he's after then. But Yuji doesn't have a clue who he is, does he? Okay, so that was episode 12 of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Very Nanami focused episode. You know, we start off with him finding Ajichi's body. Makes sense, he's pissed, and then it's Haruta who has killed him or very heavily injured him earlier on, but I kind of assumed he was dead, but I guess not. But you know, Haruta's just digging his own grave in a way, bragging. He wasn't exactly bragging about killing Ajichi or killing the people in the suits, but he did admit to it and say, I'm sorry, and we're just having far too much fun fighting Nobara and Nita. Nita sustained some quite bad injuries there. I'm surprised they didn't focus on that a little bit more when they were just kind of sitting there casually chatting about the upcoming plans and, you know, telling them to stay where they were sitting. And we had, you know, that moment when Nobara gets clocked on the chin and you see the head move and the brain inside. She got like a proper concussion, and there's not really something the show has like delved into before. And you know, someone just getting hit once in the head is enough to knock you out, is enough to potentially kill you if it knocks you out and you hit your head on the way down, you know. So it's funny, yeah, she gets quite a bad concussion there, and also is maybe now just out for the count because of that. I don't know how much, you know, Nanami was saying, yeah, anyone weaker than me should stay here, but also like, is it also partially because of her getting hit like that? She's not like in the right state of mind, you know. We saw when she got back up to fight Haruta, he was just like teasing with her, wasn't he? Like tripping her up, easily avoiding the attacks. Haruta was saying, you know, he doesn't quite understand his technique. I don't think the show has ever explained what his technique is. Obviously, we know the sword hand. Is it something to do with luck? Because we had the bit where the things were coming down and he just like accepted it, you know, and they all missed him. And there was like, when Nanami first hit him, he said, oh, I would have died if it wasn't for my technique. Is it just kind of like a luck-based thing where he gets really lucky? And that was him like getting punched and he hit some glass or something, and that maybe softened the blow from hitting the wall from that first hit where he was like, oh, I would have died there if it wasn't for my technique. Is that the whole thing? But also it doesn't 100% work all of the time because he still got hit by Nanami. Like if it was like a super like potent luck based thing, it might be, you know, Nanami's holding him up by the hair and the hair would slip and something like that, you know. That's my theory for the moment, I guess, but I'm not sure. And this episode is called Dull Blade. I'm assuming that's a reference to Nanami because that's his whole thing. He's got his blade that's like constantly wrapped up, and he just puts cursed energy into it. It doesn't matter the sharpness or even if it's unwrapped, his blade. But it's funny because it's used as a reference to him, but he doesn't actually use it at all this episode, does he? And it was just a sick moment when the sword basically bounced off him and the punch just stood there like a brick wall, just no reaction at all. It was so cool. And there's the bit where he's standing behind Haruta and he's just so imposing in the frame behind him. I mean, like, it makes sense why Nanami would be pissed here because he's essentially lost a friend. His students are being like tortured, essentially. Nita especially, you know, Haruta was just kind of playing with her at that point when he was just stabbing her in the leg. And yeah, Toji is just back. He's just like retaken over that grandson's body because his body was more powerful than the grandson's soul. And we know his body has some heavenly restrictions and things that make it as strong as it is. So they messed up with that seance, and that just means he's back from the dead and he's just here, you know. There's quite a few moving parts now in this arc, things happening simultaneously. I don't think it's too hard to keep track of. You just kind of have, you know, the Mei bit, you have Nobara and Nanami, and that's going to be Nanami just on his own now. And then you had Itadori break up with Megumi, and now is there ready to fight Chozo. It's funny because Chozo, you know, knew who he was instantly, but I don't think Yuji would know who he is. You know, he'd probably be like, why are you attacking me? Who are you? You're just like a cursed, you know, user, an enemy. But he'll have to explain that those were his brothers at the end of the last season, you know. And I imagine he probably is after Nobara as well. I don't know, how did he get word that it was Yuji and Nobara who took them out, though, I wonder. I don't know how the word of that would have been passed down, but he's found out somehow, hasn't he? And then finding out a bit more about Mei, how she views human life and interaction as just transactional. You know, she was saying, oh, she'd get a really big favor out of Gojo if she like saved him, so it'd be something for her to use. And we've seen her like talk about money before in that way, like, oh, what are you gonna pay me for doing this, you know? And then she runs into Geto. She was saying, oh, I thought it was a case of like we had Geto like down a level and he had like set up like some sort of clone or something up, but I'm not sure, you know. She was talking about, oh, it's a fake Geto. I don't know if she means a fake version of the one that we've seen, you know, this season, or a fake one because, you know, it's the brain that's taken over the body. What way does she think is fake? I'm not 100% sure, but of course can still use the technique and summons this smallpox deity who is strong enough to have a domain expansion as well. I wonder if, you know, her being put to the test, if this is a good enough reward for her with Geto, you know, does that transaction work? And now with Toji fully being back, it brings up the question of him and Megumi. You know, I was thinking, oh, it was weird earlier on in the season that they never met, never had interaction, and he died before he could have any interaction. But now that's on the tables again, and you know, it's relatively close. It was happening on that rooftop and Ino was like on the ground. Maybe they'd moved away a bit, but that was like relatively close in proximity to each other. So they could bump into each other pretty soon at least. But I wonder, you know, would they recognize each other? How it would all go? And again, it's like an unaged version of Toji as well. He's a bit younger, so you wouldn't look at him and immediately think dad. You'd think, oh, dad's like, how long has it been since the hidden inventory arc? Like 7, 8, 9, 10 years? You know, you think, oh, dad, if you were my dad, you'd be older than that. He's still in this like prime body. I was thinking, oh, he'd be a similar age to Megumi, but he wouldn't, because he wasn't, you know, Geto and Gojo were like third years or whatever at the school there. So maybe like 2 or 3 years older than Megumi now. But Toji wasn't a student at all, was he? So that doesn't line up for his timeline, I guess. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys later.